We have announced, obviously, the mammoth and the thylacine, that's the Tasmanian tiger, and the dodo, which we have DNA from lots of different animals. So, you never know.
So you've announced the woolly mammoth.
That's right.
And where will that be?
Where are we going to put mammoths?
Yeah. Are you going to reintroduce them into areas?
Eventually, that is the goal, to have animals that live in wild habitats. But this will be a very long process.
Dire wolves?
No, we won't be reintroducing dire wolves.
Okay, so not predators, but you would consider...
Well, not dire wolves.
Oh, so you weren't joking about the cheetah?
Well, I mean, we don't currently have any plans to bring cheetahs or saber-toothed cats back to life.
But you might. I don't like how you said that. But if you did that, that would be where it would get sketchy. If you reintroduce an animal that can run 60 miles an hour to the plains, those poor antelopes who've been living it up, because they evolved, you know that, pronghorn antelopes, the reason why they're so fast, they evolved to get away from these cheetahs that don't exist anymore.
Yeah. It's true. But we know also from looking at the cheetahs that we have that they didn't only eat pronghorns. They were eating lots of things in their habitat. We found
pronghorns are fast.
they had to eat something else. Otherwise they would die, right?
They had to eat some slow stuff because the pronghorns are like, let's get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, for every species, there will be different work that has to be done to figure out whether and where is a good idea to reintroduce them. And for each of the species that we're working with, we have councils that we've put together in the part of the world where we would bring them back together to have conversations about where they should go, whether they should go, how many there should be, and who is willing to be the long-term stewards for these animals.
Now, I know that they've talked about releasing woolly mammoths if they ever do.
Probably it would be somewhere in North America.
Maybe that's why Trump wants Greenland.
For mammoths.
Isn't
Greenland filled with ice? I mean, mammoths really need a lot of
vegetation.
Yeah. So I think maybe not. Yeah.
That's right.
But there's plenty of space in Alaska, right? Or northern Canada, or even around the plains. I mean, mammoths lived through warm periods and cold periods.
Right.
Obviously, they're cold adapted because they're big and furry.
Alaska would be the move, right? Because it's like the size of 1/3 of the United States, and they lived there.
Right.
And,
Right. And I'm not worried about the mammoth population getting out of control. I mean, these are animals that take 10 to 14 years to reach reproductive maturity. They have a 2-year pregnancy. It's not like there's suddenly going to be 1,000 mammoths. Right. This will be a very slow and deliberate and careful process. And like with the dire wolves, there will be a stage in between the first calf being born and understanding how they're able to thrive in whatever habitat they're in. And these are really important parts of the de-extinction process.